How y'all doing? My name is Denna. Welcome back. Well, I just heard. And I get comfortable myself. We are going to jump on a pebbles and ride out. Ooh, Sigismund's camp. To bring you guys back on track a little bit, I have pretty much put all the stolen stuff I got from the other night. I put it all in a chest in Devil's Den, so that is safely stored away for when we need some sick ass armor. And yeah, we're pretty much now in our civilian clothing, going back to the camp.
Quick!
They're probably gonna arrest me. I'm not sure if they're gonna arrest me on sight. They are not friendly right now, so then I can pay the fine and it'll be like, let me search for anything stolen. At least they cannot take the awesome armor I got myself. And maybe I'm lucky I can pick up my old armor on the floor because I dropped it all over at the gate. Maybe it's still there on the floor. One way to find out. Right. Here we are? Question mark? We're almost there. Yeah, okay, so just past that gate, I dropped all my stuff. Maybe I can get it back. But also, we should walk on foot because if they do recognize us...
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Alright, so I dropped all my shit over here somewhere. Because I was here, the horse was here, I stole it. And then somewhere around here I dropped everything, but I don't think it's... Someone is spotting me. I think it's one of the guards over there.
What?
Oh no, it's one of you.
I'm not going anywhere with you. What would I be looking for
surrender.
there anyway?
You're a wanted man. Now is time to deal with your horse thieving.
I will pay the
Alright,
fine.
I'll pay. I don't want any trouble.
Very well. And don't let it happen again.
Alright. So that armor pretty much cost us 200 groschen. I can live with.
You really won't have anything to drink?
You know it is forbidden for me.
Dietrich.
I've come about that charter you're looking for.
Have you got it?
Yes.
By Christ, Henry. All them men couldn't find it, and you just come strolling in. And the soldiers who were taking it to Sedlitz? Did you find them as well?
Aye. But they weren't planning to go to Sedles. They deserted, and were hiding out in the sawmill near Lahota.
Horsens. Where are they now? What did you do with them?
I took care of them. They got what they deserved.
Well, well, he might look like a stripling, but he's anything but. Nice work. That's your mission accomplished, then. You're one of us from now on, Henry. Here, take our Laughing Rock and wear it with pride. And you know what? I think you should get paid right now. And a bit extra, even if I have to go without.
So we can move out from the camp at
Ooh,
last.
nice.
First things first. You know the first thing every real soldier does when he gets paid? He gets shit drunk! Musa, did you hear that? Henry here found us that stupid document.
And he dealt with the traitors. Perhaps even too well for my taste.
Let them rot in hell, the Horsens. By the way, Henry, have you met Musa here?
No, but he's
Big and strong, of wise countenance. Handsome, perhaps.
Forgive me, sir. I was just caught unawares. I didn't mean it badly.
I know very well what you mean. Dietrich here gaped at me with the same foolish expression on his face.
Well, you don't see many people like you, even in Prague, let alone in the kind of shithole Henry comes from.
All right. But have you never heard of Prester John? Or the Christian kingdom of Axum?
Right. Our parish priest talked about that.
Truly? And did he say what the people in that kingdom looked like? Perhaps they were a little like me.
Yes, actually. But I thought that was all just...
And you see, it was not. Musa of Mali is my name. Scholar, traveler, and physician. I run the camp infirmary.
And you run your mouth off. We can chat later. Right now, we have some celebrating to do.
I hope we have enough time. You are about to leave for Sedlets, are you not?
The sooner the better. Don't tell me you'll miss me.
It is just that you have not finished telling me the story of George and the dragon.
Really? All right, but telling a story like that needs a proper drink first. You too, Henry. Drink.
As you command, sir. To the Praggers.
Long live the Praggers. At last, I don't have to drink alone. Moose is not much of a drinking companion, see?
Alcohol and gambling may have their uses, but they are also sinful, and much more sinful than beneficial. I mean, look at yourself. A man should have 4 humors in his body, but you have replaced them all with alcohol.
You're no saint yourself. I've heard from the bathhouse wenches how you can't take your eyes off them.
Every creature is beautiful and noble, for Allah created them thus. I'm just admiring his work.
You've got a way with words, I'll give you that. All the more reason I don't understand why you don't drink and play dice.
I simply do not want to.
But I fucking do. So come on, Henry. You'll play with me at least.
Now, why not? Let's have a game.
That's the spirit. You're a man after my own heart.
Careful, friend. Winning money of the captain is never a good idea.
Alright, let's get this game real quick. Just gonna rush through this.
I'm seriously
Or not
curious
rush through
about
it,
you,
but
lad.
I'm gonna spend too much time because we know how the game works and we know what to do.
Remind me not to play with you next time. These ones here. God! Oh, come on! No great loss. It wasn't that good anyway. That'll do me. Roll. Great!
I won. That's the way it's fucking done.
Well, GG.
Ah, damn it. I almost had you. Oh well, you were better, sir. That's all there is to it.
Come now, don't start blubbing. You'll get me back next time, won't you? And now for a drink.
Because we've been drinking for some time. He's a whole day.
And so St. George hops on his white steed and he rides to the lake where he sees a huge mountain with a cave at the bottom. Stench of sulfur, it's wafting from it. And so he shouts at the top of his lungs into the cave and says, "Come out, dragon! I challenge you to a fight!" And so, all of a sudden, the mountain moves, and massive dragon looks down at George and says, "Sir Knight, I accept your challenge, but why the fuck are you shouting up my arse?" I love that, sir. Up his arse.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
This is Chatan. He leads the Cumans.
He has been stabbed. Tudo bem. Kitchen outdoors.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Will someone please explain to me what the fuck is going on here?
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
We've got to move him quickly. He's in plain sight here.
Quick, before it's too late.
I'll help you with him.
You two, go to the gate. Don't let anyone in. You got it?
orders, Lord of Burablaka.
What do you think? Catch the bastard who did it!
Well, that never would have occurred to me. We're lucky to have you here.
Don't make me mad. If your men had done their sentry duty properly, we could have spared ourselves this fuck-up.
I'll deal with Aldebert and Radovan, don't you worry. But now we have to do something.
All right. You search this place, and I'll go to see Chertan in the infirmary.
Right now? What good can you do there? Be better if you help me here.
Do what I said and don't concern yourself with me. I'll go where I want, when I want.
Fine. Go to hell for all I care. So, Henry, Chertan's at death's door. Musa is up to his elbows in his guts. Grosov won't do a fucking thing. And I'm pissed out of my head. I'd like to hear any suggestions.
Well, the most important thing is to keep this hushed up. Things will really go to shit if anyone finds out.
It's true. Doesn't take much to get that Kuman rabble's blood up. I don't want to end up in a goulash. We're gonna have to sort this out. Being a commander here is a right pain in the arse. Soldiering was different in my day. Nobody would have dared stab an officer right in the camp. Kurwa! You know what, soldier? I'm gonna go and take care of something in my tent for a while. And you take a torch and search this place.
Right.
All right. Go and get some rest, and I'll take a look around.
What do you fucking mean, rest? I'm going to... Fucking drinking until we're all slaughtered.
Catherine was right. I'll never get such a massive cannon out of here. I have to get cats to move it out of the camp somehow. There's powder all over the place. One spark and the whole store will be blown sky high. Are the soldiers really so lax? Or could there be more to it than that?
Alright, so you pretty much broke into here. Got some blood splatters.
And lo and behold, where might this trail of blood lead to?
More blood here. A lockpick.
Why would anyone throw away a lockpick here? Could it be I'm not the only one looking to make mischief here?
So the blood trail.
Aha. So this is most likely where they use the lockpick.
And then it brings us in here.
Right. I've searched the whole place.
Did you find anything?
I noticed that the powder store is unlocked. That can't be deliberate, can it?
No, it fucking can't. Unless Chertan wanted to spice up his porridge in the middle of the night, it looks like there's a thief about again.
Again?
It's already happened once or twice that someone went to steal powder. That's why we had it moved up here. Maybe Chertan disturbed the thief on the job and he started waving a dagger around.
But why would anyone steal black powder?
How about because it's fucking expensive? You'd be surprised who'd happily take it off your hands. In Corinthia, I met this bloke who used black powder to blow up cliffs. You make a hole, pour in the powder, cover it up again, and set fire to it. He did pretty well for himself, but in the end, a flying rock tore his head off. But this isn't the time or place for that. Let's go to the infirmary instead and take a look at Chertan. Maybe Musa's already finished with him.
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks up there, Chertan croaked.
What? Musa couldn't save him?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off, more like. He took one of his pagan potions and poured it down his throat.
Can someone explain what the fuck happened here?
Chertan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned. Sir Grozav is right about that. But he could not be more wrong about the rest.
How dare you, you foreign dog!
Calm down, sir. Go on, Musa.
When Chertan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and his wounds needed stitching. But he survived. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. That is the usual procedure. But what was not usual was that he started vomiting blood. And then he died.
I'd bet it was the wine that killed him. There's lots of poisons you could add to it, and nobody would notice. Well, until it's too late, of course.
You are probably right, my friend.
How come you even have wine here? You keep saying you're not allowed to drink.
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain and for certain complaints. At the right dose, it can be very beneficial. It is not all that common in my country, but I follow the teachings of the great scholar Ibn Sina. You Christians know him as Avicenna. I tried other alcohol as well, but drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer, they almost always shit themselves.
That's enough. Keep an eye on this fiend till I bring the guards.
Wait, sir. I have no idea what happened here, but Musa is definitely innocent. Chertan was stabbed first, wasn't he? And Musa was with me in my tent when that happened.
So, he's in league with someone else?
With one of the half-wits here? I doubt that.
Are you sure you're not trying to cover for him?
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and that foreigner are best pals.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you, but that doesn't mean I don't have my honor.
There's no way Musa is to blame. Even if he wanted to kill Chertan, he must have known that suspicion would fall on him first.
The lad's right.
Might I say a word about this matter?
You can be glad you're not in irons.
Please, sir, give me some time, and I will bring to you the real murderer. We won't leave this place until we clear this up. You have my word.
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp meanwhile? Are you yanking my pizzle?
But, sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone until the royal justiciar arrives from Sedlets. He'll deal with him. And my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle your thumbs. If word gets out that Chertan's been done in, things will get pretty hot around here for all of us.
Where do you think you're going, Henry? Stay here and talk. What do you say to all this?
Well, sir, I'm just a common villager. I don't know much about such matters, but I'd say Musa is up to his ears in shit.
You got that fucking right.
But you won't just leave this be, will you?
Could I look on while an innocent man gets hanged? And if I can't let that happen, then neither can you. And that's an order.
Well, what are we going to do then?
That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible. But what do I know about that? I'm not the royal justiciar.
What is this royal justiciar?
He's a crown official who makes sure the law is enforced in this land. His people catch and try all sorts of counterfeiters, rebels, murderers too. Sigismund may not have appointed one yet, but I've heard he's put Steber of Steversitz in charge of this kind of thing. And if that's true, and Grozov brings him here, then we're all up to our ears in the shit.
Who is this Stibor of Stebersitz?
A real big cheese, lad. He owns half of Upper Hungary. And you don't get that kind of wealth by being kind-hearted. Trust me.
You really don't have any idea what to do next?
How could I? We should probably talk to Musa. Find out exactly what happened.
But Grozov has it.
And there's no way I can get to him. Everyone knows my face. But you could do it.
Me?
Who else, soldier?
Who else? Yeah.
Someone I can trust. You have to get rid of the...
Alright.
Well, I know one of the bathhouse wenches. Maybe she could distract the guard while I slip past and talk to Musa.
That's not a bad idea. If you can talk her into it, that's bound to work. Off you go, then.
How much time do we have for this investigation?
2 days at most, I'd say. Then Sigismund's deputy will arrive from Sedlitz. And Henry.
Alright. Let's stop the yapping.
That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do.
Okay, having a look around, see if I'm not missing anything. It's a lockpick, let's go. This skill book, MIT3 went up, that's why I went to lockpick it. I haven't gotten the skill level yet to... What is the skill? Oh, it's agility 15. We're on 14 minus 1, so we're on 15. Probably low because we're tired. But okay, let's get to Catherine. Talk her to... Or talk her into helping us. Getting to Musa. We don't...
Henry? What are you doing here? Grozav said...
Ah, to hell with Grozav. Katz believes you didn't do it. We have to clear your name somehow.
I truly appreciate that. But I am not sure that is possible. Tinja Sireye, mene mene Sireye.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means the road to truth has many twists and turns.
Well, we'll straighten them all out. Don't worry. But I'm gonna need your help. Did Chertan say anything before he died?
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought. He was coughing so much that I could not understand anything.
What happened when you brought Chertan to the infirmary?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went his own way and I started cleaning Chertan's wounds. Then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly began to shake and vomit blood soon after. He was dead.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka arrived and started to go mad.
What about that wine? Could I take a look at it?
Lord Grozav poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could not poison anyone else, he said.
He poured it away? When it could have helped us? The wine was evidence.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same as always. Except perhaps it was a little more cloudy.
Where was the wine from, actually?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Black hair. Nicely built. Catherine, I think she's called.
Shit.
Catherine?
I was expecting that Catherine killed the guy while she was...
Chertan was not the first person I gave the wine to today. The wine must have been poisoned here, in my infirmary.
Not sure about that.
All right, but what now? How will we find the murderer?
I have done some thinking about that. After all, what else can I do here? The best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. One makes your hair fall out. Another turns your guts inside out. If we discover what poison was used on Chertan, we just have to find it, and the mystery is solved.
How can we identify the poison, then?
That is not hard. I examine the dead body, I find the symptoms of the poison, and I compare them with known effects of poisons. That is, I would, if I could get out of here.
And could I help you somehow? Can't be that hard, can it?
Certainly not. Why study something for years when common sense is enough? I'm sorry. That was not courteous of me. I am sure you will manage somehow. The first thing to do is to go to Chertan's corpse and examine it thoroughly. Arms, legs, face. You must remember everything that looks strange to you. In the infirmary, you will find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons and compare what you saw with the symptoms described there. You can read, I hope.
Aye, pretty well.
Excellent. The chest is locked, but I trust you will manage somehow.
Yeah, I'll find the poison.
Examine Chertan's body and
because we do have a problem of now being in the and And the guard probably being outside right now. So maybe we can just sneak past.
Stop, you bastard! Nobody's allowed in here.
All right, keep your hair on. I'm going.
Move your ass then!
Will do. Right, so nice that we could quickly jump in to the guard being just outside of the tent.
Alright, here we go. Holy Mary, Mother of God, don't let me miss anything. And forgive me for what I'm doing to this unfortunate wretch.
Right, examine that head.
He looks a bit ruddy. But is that from the poison? Or was he just drunk?
Alright, ruddy.
I can't see anything strange here. No bruises or broken lips. No signs of poisoning. What a stench! He coughed up some blood, all right. But he also threw his guts up. There's no way I'm examining that. That's a nasty wound. I almost feel sorry for Cherton. But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp, instead of trying to lure him outside? Belly's hacked to ribbons. Who could have butchered him like that? Almost everything is covered in blood, but there doesn't seem to have been much of a fight. His things can't tell me anything.
Or the arms and the legs.
It's horribly rigid and contorted. He must have died in awful spasms.
Spasms.
Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails into the table when the spasms started? It hurts.
Legs.
Completely rigid. Just, Christ, what a stink. He shot himself. God, that's rank. That'll have to do. He had spasm as red as a poppy. But that could be from I mustn't forget anything.
Okay, so he's ruddy and he had spasms. The Book of Poison. Alright, Bane, a particularly evil potion, causes certain death even quantity, widespread, especially in Bohemia and Austria. Because the plants necessary for its preparations are everywhere plentiful, do not expect much benefit from the knowledge where it can killing. Swallow this poison, give glory to God, for it is a miracle that he is for a little while thou mayest observe him in the blackness of the eyes, the dryness of the body, or the flueness of the muscles, but then so right, that's not it. B2 bird poison. This is one of the rarest. Gained from feathers. Origin beyond the land of the Indians. Such trouble for the man. Alright, this is something that persists for days. And then we have the Dollmaker potion. Some Viagra type of shit. Kiss of death. Although difficult to prepare. Also said among the will first causes stomachache and makes the skin red and blistered. The bowels painfully empty. Both ends stiffen in spasm, so it's the kiss of death. Also, it's something you have to put on the plate, so the plate was poisoned, it was not the... Alright, investigate the murder, read the Book of Poisons.
Why me? Right, I should tell Musa what I've learned.
Praise God. You silly doggy.
Sneak past them.
I read that book of yours, and I think I know now what Chertan was poisoned with.
What do you mean, you think? Do you know or not?
The kiss of death.
The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid death.
This name means nothing to me. I suppose I did not get that far in the book, but if you think the symptoms are the same, I will believe you. Are you sure it was that poison? Were there not more in the book?
Absolutely certain. The murderer couldn't have used anything else.
All right. I have no choice but to believe you. Now, we can only hope that the murderer has not had time to get rid of the evidence.
I better start searching fast, hadn't I? I'll search the tents of everyone who's somehow connected with the murder, and we'll see.
Wait a moment. There is something I must tell you.
Of course. Go on.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing. Were it not for your investigation, I probably would not be standing here. Even so, it is strange. For months, the people here have been sitting around doing nothing. Then suddenly, you turn up, and everything is turned upside down.
Oops.
You have done more in a few days than others in many weeks.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
Of course it is. I'm only saying that I find it very Very strange.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this some kind of loyalty test or something? But you think I'll suddenly say I'm a spy? Even if I was, I wouldn't be stupid enough to admit it.
I was just hoping you would trust me enough to tell me the truth. Who are you?
Well, that's enough. I don't know what your game is, but I'd hold my tongue if I was you.
I knew it. You are a spy.
Stop talking nonsense. Can't you see that I'm threatening you?
I see it. And I would certainly be afraid if I planned to betray you. But believe me, I have no desire to help Sigismund and his people.
Look, I'm glad we can trust each other. But even so, it'd be best if we each mind our own business. You know nothing, I know nothing.
And this conversation never took place.
I better go and search the tents.
Good luck.
You again? Once more, and I'll smash your face in.
All right, keep your hair on.
Move your ass.
So search Grozov's tent, search Musa's tent. I think I suspect Grozov the most, because he also emptied out the bottle. But for some reason his tent is now over here.
But it looks like a pauper lives here.
Oh wait, this isn't the same guy. I'm in the wine.
Drink all this. At least he hasn't had to sell his armor to buy booze yet.
I'm in the herbs.
Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death.
Right.
Was he?
Yes, he was. Sure that I'm on the right path, right? I have to go out. Because this is like the inner circle.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
I'm sorry. Greetings.
So I need to be here.
The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Oak. And dry as a bone. Nails. Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt. Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death.
Cheeky.
No, I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. Just a broom. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, so there's nothing here, right?
Ugh. Stinks of vomit.
The Crow is now the most suspicious one. But I'm having some trouble right now because I have to get into Musa's tent and Bart spots me one more time. He'll get pretty pissed off. Wonderful.
But empty. No poison. I wouldn't mind a piece of that. For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies.
That's pretty much it, right? I need to search Musa's tent as well. You need to be in there. Nothing going on with the potion. We pretty much got everything. Right, this is weird because I'm in the prayer rug.
There's no Musa's definitely not to blame.
Right. Prepare to defend Musa at the trial. I need to prepare as quickly as possible to defend Musa in court. Time is running out and I think we'll need to wait until the guy is here. Trial will start. Wait until the guard moves away. Right, Musa, I'll get you out of this. Wonderful. Real sneaky peeky like.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
That sounds so like nice. I'm actually wondering, is that guy still around here that I robbed? I'm actually wondering, is he still knocked out? Nah, he's sleeping. Something going on down here. Just having a little squabble. Explore the camp a little bit.
All covered in sand, hot and dry with no fresh water. The people there.
Also see if I can find Catherine. Maybe talk to her about what's going on and what's happening. Not sure if she was... Not sure if she's still here though. We gotta check, you know. Ooh, on me. But it is some experience though. Really want to get my thievery and my...
What was that sound? What are you struggling with there? You'll pay me compensation for this. Otherwise I'll call the guards.
Right,
No
easy.
need to call anyone.
You tried to rob us. The bailiffs...
No, you're right.
That's bad. Don't do...
My apologies, ladies.
I apologize.
You apologize? Catherine, my good lady. Oh yeah, you were over here. Keeping on a job. Alright, stealing the cannon is getting more
We have to
complicated.
talk.
I hope it's important. The less we're seen together, the better.
Oh, you bet it's important. Someone poisoned Chertan, the Cuman's commander.
All right, that is bad. Damn it! You're not involved in this, are you?
No. But I have to find the murderer. Kat said he won't set off for Sedlets until it's cleared up.
That old sod. He's never gonna get off that lazy arse of his.
I think I know how Chertan was poisoned.
Good work, Henry. You're too smart to be a soldier, but like every man, you prefer boasting to hard work. Go and find that murderer so we can get out of here. Shishka is waiting for us.
Well,
Okay, so maybe I need to confront Crow with the stuff he had in his tent. The other option is to wait until the royal justicer is here so we can plead the case to the justicer during the trial. Gotta make sure that I get back the right spot. Can't go. I think his tent was this one.
I'd like to ask a couple of questions about Chertan's murder.
I have a couple of questions of my own. What actually happened? Kat said Chertan is dead and Musa's locked up.
It's even more complicated than that. But I don't have time to explain it to you now. I need to ask you a couple of questions.
Go ahead and ask then, but quietly, damn it. I don't want anyone to know about it.
Where were you? How did you arrive? What did you know about the storeroom? Is there something you're telling me?
I've been doing a lot of thinking about Chertan's murder.
What's that got to do with me?
Well, it's just that I found a couple of interesting things in your tent. Isn't there something you should tell me?
No! And get off my back!
Now stop fucking squirming and talk.
I've got nothing to say!
Where were you when Chertan was poisoned?
Where do you think? In my tent. After I helped take him to the infirmary with Musa, I went my own way.
But you just went off to have a nap?
No, I doubled the guard, drew up the orders for tomorrow, and made sure nobody was allowed to leave the camp. When something like this happens, people like me have lots to do all of a sudden.
It was you who came to tell us that Chertan had been stabbed, wasn't it? How did you get involved in the first place?
Me? I was close by, that's all. My tent is right below the palisade. And when the two guards found Chertan, they ran to get me.
Why you? Why didn't they go straight to Kat's?
You'll have to ask them. How am I supposed to know?
Tell me more about the storage space.
What about it? There's a cannon and some powder there. We built it a few days after we arrived because it's a good... If it blew up, and if someone didn't happen to set fire to it, someone...
Oh, except for...
Very droll. Aye.
Yeah, I've no idea.
You can't expect it to be...
Who has the key to the ammunition store?
I don't know. Cats and grots.
Okay, so I think this is going to be some CSI type of shit. And I think I either need to wait until the royal justicer comes or... But I want to know why... I think this is the guard that...
Was it you who found Chertan?
Yeah.
Aye. Me and my comrade there.
I need to ask you a couple of questions.
I don't know nothing. We didn't do nothing.
What did you do when you found Chertan?
What did you do when you found Chertan?
It all happened so fast. Before we could come to our senses and decide what to do, Crow turned up.
Yeah.
Aye. He heard the racket and came to see what was going on.
And you just said he was being
when he saw
summoned
Chertan,
by...
He went as pale as a ghost. If it wasn't for him, Chertan would have...
Crow told me it wasn't like that at all.
I spoke to Crow, and he says it wasn't like that at all. He said you found Chertan and went to see him to ask what you should do.
What? He's remembered that all wrong then. He came up to us.
Are you sure?
Definitely. Crow must be confused.
You really
Are you deaf?
No, I believe...
What do I care what you...
Alright, no worries, but we know enough of Chertan being the guy. Or not Chertan. What's his name now? I already forgot. Jeez, Crow killed Churton. Right, so I think the guy is in here somewhere sleeping. Some nice goodies. Also, the Devil's Den is loaded with chests, but I have zero like lockpicking skills, so sometimes it's difficult to get in those chests, and I want to get myself a bed to sleep in. Or all the board. And sleep right. Okay, sleep to the morning.
You're not permitted to be here. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter around. You'll pay up and
Alright.
Now, alright. No, in that.
Okay, so pay 25 groschen to take a nap. Alright, good sir, are you awake? Sleeping. I'm ready for the trial. Oh, right. There we go.
I found out all I could. I reckon I'm as ready for the trial as I'll ever be.
That fast? You're yanking my pizzle. Go and find some more evidence. So Seaboy hasn't arrived yet in any case. His place.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we will be doing some CSI investigation, or what is it, crime scene investigation. That's what CSI, it's not CSI investigation. Jeez, all my energy is focused on one part of my brain where I'm now trying to solve this murder, but everything points out to Crow. You know, his alibi doesn't match up. He has evidence in his hand that shows that he was making the Kiss of Death potion. It was also about the fact that it had to be coated with something, and that one of the nails was also coated with dirt. Some of the nails are infested with it. But that is what we'll be figuring out next episode. I want to thank y'all for watching. See y'all next time.